Alrighty, after a hot minute of a delay because of technical issues, what is up my dudes and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very fun video for you. I don't know why I talk like this whenever I start a video. Okay. So guys, today I have a really cool video for you. I'm actually extremely impressed with myself, and this is more of a, I'm not motivational, but I guess a motivational video, air quotes. So today I'm going to tell you guys how I toned up my mid-region, and my arms are just my arms, so I can't really do anything about my chicken wings, but I did tone up my mid-region a little bit, my kind of mid to upper ab, basically toning up my mid-region, getting rid of a lot of fat that was there that I realized I had from overeating. I felt really unhappy with how I looked in February of this year, and I kind of realized I wanted to make a change, and I started making really small changes in my life. I didn't do anything super drastic, and I ended up looking at myself a few days ago, and I was like, wow, I really changed a lot and I didn't even realize it. So I'm going to tell you guys what I did, or some of the things that helped me be able to lose some of my mid-region fat for the summertime to help you guys. So let's get into this video. So guys, the first thing I want to tell you is that you just need to start with goals. I'm letting you know that I have paper that I wrote things down on so that I don't forget everything that I want to tell you. So if I look down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. Well, I started with goals, guys. Having a goal for your fitness or weight loss or fat loss or tone up journey, anything that you want to do, having a goal is really a great thing to have. Even if you aren't really into working out a lot of the times, at least having some type of goal is what will help you keep going back to the gym or keep doing what you're doing. It helps you reach that goal, or at least see that goal in the distance as being attainable. So my goal when I started in around late January, early February, was that I just wanted to tone up. I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to feel better about myself. Giving yourself goals like that are a lot easier than saying, I want to lose 50 pounds, I want to lose 30 pounds, yeah, I want to be super slim, I want to look like this, or this person on Instagram. But at the same time, it's small goals and small changes lead to very big goals and big changes. So I like to think of it as giving yourself an easy goal to start, and then going into more difficult goals as you realize how much you can push yourself and how much you can achieve by just making small adjustments and small changes into your daily life. And this happens especially for people who don't go to the gym a lot and they aren't very familiar with gym equipment and doing like HIIT workouts or using free weights or anything like that. So having small goals by just saying like, I want to go to the gym 3 times a week for 2 weeks. Being able to do that, that's a small enough goal where they start to feel more confident in themselves with going to the gym, and then they feel better making a bigger goal about losing weight. Number 2, the second thing that I really focused on starting off was that I realized that being in college, you do tend to eat a lot of foods that aren't exactly the healthiest, especially when you go to a school like me where we have a cafeteria and they don't have a super big amount of options, and you are kind of forced to eat there every day. Making small changes in your diet are what lead to very big changes in the end. I stopped eating unhealthy foods. I started making small changes. So if I wanted to have ice cream, I would choose vanilla yogurt. So eating ice cream is less healthy than eating a bowl of yogurt, if that makes sense. So it's just weighing your options and giving and taking where you can. So I tried to restrict myself in certain areas that I knew would add extra calories. The number one that people need to remember is having or being in a caloric deficit when you want to lose weight. So what a caloric deficit means is that you want to be burning more calories than you're intaking. So I know how counting calories looks to a lot of people kind of snooty. Oh, like she's counting calories, like she's on a diet, like blah blah blah. A lot of the stigma is changing now with fit Instagram pages now, or having a lot of fitness models or fitness people on Instagram that inspires you to go work out or have a healthier lifestyle, which is really awesome. That helps me get inspired to be like, okay, I want to be like that person, and I want to be as inspiring to my friends and my family as they are to me, and I want to start working out, which is the great thing about it. You're burning more calories than you are intaking, which is where calorie counting comes in, or tracking macros, which is what a lot of fit Instagram people talk about, but a lot of people don't really know the concept. So macros are your 3 basic macronutrient groups. So it's going to be your fats, your proteins, and your carbs. So I kind of started looking or seeing my macros for about a year now, how many carbs and how many calories everything is, and I started to realize how much I really was eating and how much I was eating that I didn't need to eat, or how many times I snacked on chips when I could have snacked on something that was less high in fat and less high in carbs, or when I could have had a protein shake and gotten the protein macronutrients. So starting to realize the things that you're eating and maybe looking them up online or getting an app like MyFitnessPal where you can search things or search very common restaurants and stuff and see what the macronutrients as well as the calories are. Huge help for starting to lose weight, at least in unnecessary areas like overeating, which is something that I did a lot. So now that you understand kind of a little bit about macros and calories and stuff like that, you need to know the types of things that you're eating. So you need to choose wisely on what you're eating, which is where the whole ice cream and vanilla yogurt thing came in. So you need to start to like choose wisely on the calories and also the macronutrients that you're choosing. Then you start to realize like, holy crap, like I can have a whole bowl of like vegetables and like a full cup of rice, and that doesn't even amount or compare to how much a cheeseburger and maybe like not even a half plate of fries is. Your body's going to start to get better nutrients in it, and then it's also going to start burning more energy, and your metabolism will start to get better, and then you'll start to realize choosing yourself over your cravings is another especially important part. What I did was I cut down on my calories a lot. I cut down on the things that I was eating. I cut down on snacks a lot of the time. I just started to cut down on the meals that I was having, and I realized how much I really was eating, and I started to cut down, and I feel like that's where a lot of my weight loss started to happen. So going into working out is personal to you and personal to how you are. I play college sports, so weightlifting is just a natural part of things that I have to do, as well as doing cardio. So we have a lot of conditioning workouts and as well as lifting workouts that we have to do. But I started to realize that the more weight I lost had more of a connection with doing cardio. But easily, if you are somebody who burns way more calories weightlifting, I know a lot of guys burn way more calories weightlifting because they do end up pushing themselves a lot harder to get bigger or to get like swole or whatever, whereas women tend to want to tone their arms or tone themselves and not really grow muscle groups as much because they're afraid of getting super huge or super big. So cardio ended up being a huge part of me and losing weight, especially in the tummy region. You do need to do cardio because cardio is a huge component of burning a majority of your calories, which is then in turn going to touch on the caloric deficit. So if you burn a whole bunch of calories doing cardio, that means then you can have that like extra bowl of yogurt at night if your calorie deficit allots you that amount. So the way you're going to lose weight or burn fat is going to be doing high complex movements like HIIT workouts or doing cardio. So you need to raise your heart rate enough to be able to start to burn calories. And one thing that I realized is a huge help for me realizing where I am in burning calories and where I am with my caloric deficit is having a Fitbit. This really helps me out. I know a lot of people have Apple Watches because the only reason I was really using it was for the calorie burning section as well as the heart rate monitor, and it does also have a section for workouts where it can track your workouts and also help you with interval workouts like HIIT with complex movements. Another thing that's super big that I feel like every person on a fitness or workout or whatever journey that they're doing, you need to remember that having one cookie isn't the end all be all. Eating unhealthy food doesn't mean that you should just give up. So having one cookie shouldn't end your diet right there, and then you should have an extra 4 cookies just because like, oh, I had one, I might as well have 5 more. Guys, and what has helped me out a lot in my fitness journey is like, yeah, okay, I can go to McDonald's, but that just means that the next day I'm gonna have to work a little harder to burn all of those calories that I had. That way then you can learn to live with a diet and maybe a caloric deficit that you can keep going every day and you don't feel so restricted. I'm just someone that's a normal person that figured out ways that helped them lose weight and themselves up, and I want to be able to help other people like me where I feel like losing weight is impossible. I felt like I just couldn't. I was stuck in this rut and I just couldn't lose weight, and I felt so awful about myself, and I just, every time I would walk outside in like a bikini or a bathing suit, I would just want to run back inside. I wouldn't feel good about myself. Losing weight is possible. It takes some time and it takes some hard work and it takes some sacrifices, but those sacrifices to me are completely worth it for the way that I feel right now. So my last section of this are supplements. So I use pre-workout and protein powder. I don't use any other supplements besides that, and they help me out so much. You don't need supplements to work out or to help you in your fitness journey. They're not necessary, but they are a really good helper in you burning fat and burning calories and getting the most out of every single workout and every single time you go to the gym. Pre-workout, it's helped me get the most out of every single workout that I have been doing, and honestly, I feel amazing using my pre-workout. My favorite pre-workout is going to be this kind right here. It's called Beyond Raw Lit Clinically Dosed Pre-Workout, and the flavor is gummy worm. But this stuff is so good. It's a dietary supplement. What pre-workout does is it kind of caffeinates you and gets you ready to start working out so that you can work out and push through, maybe like get more reps or be able to run a little bit farther. It just helps you do that. It has a scoop inside that like gives you like the exact amount, and then it tells you all the nutrition facts in the back, and it also tells you how much water and stuff you should mix with it before you drink it. The protein that I use is the Muscle Farm Combat 100% whey protein. I had a problem with a protein that I used. It was too condensed, like it had too much protein in it, so I actually ended up getting really sick off of it. So I ended up going to this, which is what my brother suggested since he works out as well, and honestly I love it. It tastes great. They have multiple different flavors. This one is in chocolate. They have vanilla, strawberry, whatever, all your normal basic protein powders. These just really help with building lean muscle. So guys, I talked for a super duper long time, but I really hope that these few tips helped you in maybe idealizing or setting a goal with what you want to do for your fitness journey for the summer, or maybe planning yourself for next summer, or planning yourself maybe just for the start of the school year, or whatever you want to do. But I hope that I help you guys. If you liked any of the tips that I gave you, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out, my dudes. Comment down below any tips that you guys have for losing weight, or maybe any workouts that you have, or any tips that you have in the fitness related topic. And guys, if you want to see more of me, please remember to hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you dudes back here again for another video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, my dudes.